Franklin, you're lighting up.
Hello and welcome to Brain 10, episode 113. Today is Friday, so we're going to be talking about new tech products and services. My name is Christian.
My name is Aaron.
And my name is Franklin.
Very cool. As always, the three of us from BitBranding here on Brain 10. Here we got Franklin messing with the blinds behind him because we can't really see him. Let's just switch to him. So that's a little bit better, Franklin.
There we go. We can see you a little bit.
That's good. That's good. All right. So, so Brain 10, we basically just brainstorm 10 ideas twice per week. On Fridays, we usually always do the new tech products and services, and that's what we have for you today. If you wouldn't mind liking or subscribing to our channel to keep up with all of our videos, because we do post a lot of stuff, and it's good stuff, always good stuff. But let's get started with this show. And we usually have a list. Today we have a list of 12 things. And number one, it's my turn. So it's a website called Collapsed. And right now they don't have, let's see. Yeah, they don't have much. They just have a sign up for our newsletter, or keep updated. But it's a website for you to learn about the lessons of startups that have failed. And I thought it was very, very interesting. One thing is I like the website a lot, just how it looks. But the really cool thing was the content, obviously still not there yet. They still haven't launched per se, but you can see some screenshots and you can see basically some of the companies when they closed, and then they give you some insight on what exactly happened. So if you are thinking about starting a company or a tech company or basically any type of company, and want to have a little bit insight of why some of these companies have failed, then definitely check out Collapse, sign up for their email. And hopefully when they launch, they have some good content.
Yes, I really like this. I mean, like you said, it's kind of bare minimum, but we want businesses to succeed. This is awesome, but most people are good at what they're good at, and they have no idea how to run a business. And I think that, this way they kind of get like a mentor, somebody to help them along the way and become more successful. So that's really cool. Good find. Good hunt.
Thanks, bro.
All right, number 2 is the stocks. So this has been on here probably 5 or 6 times throughout the year. I don't always put new stock websites on here, but when it's somebody who takes it to the next level, I do want to bring them out. These are royalty-free, unlimited downloads, really cool places to get designs and pictures. So it's free stock pictures, icons, mock-ups, etc. Like if you go to the mock-ups, they'll give you the PNG backgrounds of different mock-ups that you can do. They have videos, they have photos, they have colors. It's all here in like one spot. And I just thought it was a really good resource. And did I forget to mention that it's free? It's free. So I don't know. I was really impressed with the website and the ability to help designers and business owners.
Very cool. I think that's the thing, man. They come out with these things all the time, and they're all just very different. But I really like this one because it has a little bit of everything. It's literally, it has photos, colors, icons, videos, fonts, and it's just kind of like a resource of different websites that you can use.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm trying to get in there now.
And technically, if I'm doing a design, I will go to different websites. But to be honest, if I go to fonts, it has almost all the websites that I use. It has font squirrel, font pair, all of these that I found in the past and I've used. And even with photos, for example, it has Pixabay, Stocksy, Unsplash, Pexels. Again, these are all resources that I've found and I've used. Videos I talked about, and if you go under videos, it has a cover, which is one that I talked about last week. This is awesome. I love this, actually.
Yeah, this is one of those ones that we can't put everything on our bookmarks, but this could definitely be a bookmarked website.
Right.
Yes, this looks beautiful, guys.
Yep. Great find, Aaron.
Wow. Thanks, Christian.
No problem.
This is fantastic, sir. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you, Mr. Monkey. Thank you.
Mr. Monkey.
Yeah, all I can see on his shirt right now is the first part of a bad word in monkey. There we go. Oh. Now I can see that it says gas.
Gas monkey. Yes. All right. So I guess I'm going to like piggyback behind him with this one because it's actually a desktop application that does the same thing, but strictly for photo. Like, it's called Zoomy. It's a desktop application that allows you, it costs $4, but you download it and it's like an application that's stored right on the computer, or you can find free, royalty-free stock images right on your computer. Is
it for Mac only, or
no? It's Mac, Windows, and Linux based. And sad thing about it, now that you've like shattered the world with with the stocks, because the stocks has video, has photo, has everything on it. Zoomy only has stock images, but I do like it because it's right on the computer. It's like it's there. It's a desktop version. It's like an actual application, not a website.
Right. You can use it offline. I think that's huge.
Right.
Well, because I mean, if you're designing something offline and you're working on an airplane, you can design all of it on Photoshop, and if you need to grab some images, you can go here and get that.
Yeah, but I think they still grab them from the internet. There's no way they downloaded 50,000 photos.
Oh, gotcha.
Like,
right. It's still web-based, exactly. But I believe what happens is that once you download them, I think the source or like the thumbnail or the place where they got the image stays, so that if you delete that image from your computer, you can go back to see what you've downloaded in the past and just like re-download it.
Okay, that makes sense.
It gives you the ability to create collections, favorites, and all those sort of things. So like if you create a collection for example, for us, for Fit for Adventure, you can create a collection for it and put all of the images that we found and curated, like a list specifically in that folder.
Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, so number 4, this one actually found out through the Webflow forums, and it was because I was looking for something besides MailChimp, besides Constant Contact, to create and develop templates for emails. And obviously MailChimp and Constant Contact, like, they give you those tools so you can write code, but I didn't want to write code. I wanted a visual editor just like Webflow, but to create these emails. And looking at the forums, some people were talking about Litmus, I think that's what it's called, litmus.com. And it's almost like Webflow, but specifically for email. And they give you the ability to, this is something really cool, test the emails everywhere. So they'll give you things like how the email would look in Outlook and Apple Mail, Yahoo, Gmail. They give you data and optimized analytics for your emails. And it syncs up with your MailChimp, HubSpot, Campaign Monitor, Salesforce, and some other email providers. So that was a plus right there. And I don't remember the pricing. Let me check that real quick. But I mean, this was basically it's kind of expensive actually. But this was what people on Webflow were saying, like, okay, if you want to do what we're doing on Webflow, but for email, definitely Litmus is the best alternative out there. That they've used and they've actually, enjoyed using. But it is kind of expensive now that I'm looking at it. It's $80 for one user. And yeah, you don't get all that stuff. But still, I thought it was pretty cool. And they have some free resources in there too. So if you go to resources, the resource center.
I do like that, but their price point's about half of what I think it should be for right now, at least for the first 2 like 2 to 3 users, like 1 to 3. That should be a lot lower.
Yeah.
But you don't get much with it. So they may be just a new company and somebody didn't tell them how to price a product. But I mean, they're kind of cutting themselves out because I think we would use it, but that just makes no sense right now.
That's a ridiculous price point. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm looking at that.
Yeah,
and then their trial period sucks too.
like 5 days.
It's 7 days.
Yeah,
free 7-day trial, and then I'm pretty sure that after, all plans include 50 email previews during your trial period. But I do like the fact that you can like do what Webflow does in the email.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I think we need to look into. And obviously, probably Litmus is not going to be the alternative that we use, but we have to be on the lookout for something like that if we want to get serious with our email campaigns. Especially with, I heard recently that Google Mail was actually bringing a responsive email to their inbox. So that's something that's been really like, it's super outdated. Email doesn't have that responsiveness of web browsers. And Google is the one who's actually starting to make those changes to Gmail. So it'll be really cool in the next year or so. We'll see all the email providers giving you the ability to have that responsiveness on email.
very cool. Very, very cool.
Sweet.
All right, so my next one is Remedy. And this is pretty cool. So it's a tech company meets doctors. So you have the ability with this app to talk to world-class doctors, get advice, get prescriptions, and care literally within minutes. They are HIPAA compliant. So for those who don't understand HIPAA is the governing force that makes sure that like everything is secure, because our medical history is probably the most important thing about us, and it can't. If they're not HIPAA compliant, meaning that they aren't compliant with the laws of keeping everything protected, then I probably wouldn't trust it. But they are HIPAA compliant, and that is a hard feat to get. So, it's kind of trusted in that sense. But it's literally an app, and you click here to start talking to a doctor, tell them your symptoms. We've seen this a lot with teledoctors, but for those who want another alternative for a cheaper price, and it's really powered on it's powered on UI and AI. I was going to exchange it. Yeah, powered on AI, so it keeps the cost pretty low.
$30 for an appointment, and that's it. You can get prescriptions.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. Whereas if anybody who understands the healthcare system right now, if you have really good insurance, you won't pay much right now, but because the insurance covers it. But you're paying $500-$600 a month, and you could pay a copay of $30, and then the prescription, and I mean, it's it could be $100 or more just to go see a doctor if you don't have a healthcare plan or if you don't have a good one.
So you don't have to have a doctor. I mean, you don't have to have insurance to use this.
I don't believe so, no.
That is wild.
Yeah, and it says save money on effective healthcare. Our technologies take care of the administrative work, so our physicians can focus while keeping costs low. Unlimited access is $30 a month. So, that actually is affordable to go and see and talk to a doctor. Obviously, if you broke your arm, you're going to go see a real doctor. But for the little stuff, instead of going and book an appointment, get on your phone, get on your app. Look, I have had a headache for 2 weeks, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me give you some over-the-counter stuff or a small prescription kind of thing.
So essentially, you're really just paying for the prescription.
Well, I don't think this prescription cost is included, no.
What do you mean the prescription cost? Right now, you pay that whenever you get to Walgreens or Walmart.
Right, yeah.
No, what I was saying is that essentially you're just paying for them to write you.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what it's saying here, like, it says, this seems too good to be true. What's the catch? And they're saying, like, there's no catch. Traditional doctor's appointments are expensive because doctors spend tons of time writing up notes and wrangling with broken record systems. And they use that breakthrough technology to, I mean, they don't need an office. They don't need a secretary. They don't need a software to, once they take their notes, to send it via email to, they don't need any of that stuff. They're cutting the cost dramatically.
That's, yep. I like it. I like it a lot. Makes me, if it wasn't for the tax, if it wasn't for the tax penalty, I might just skip the insurance.
Well, I mean, I think this doesn't replace like going to see your doctor, like if you have something bad or you need blood drawn or something. But for all that little stuff, this is helpful.
Right. Okay. All right. So, my turn. In doing some research for different different things that can be done to make our videos better, I finally ran across a guy on YouTube that was giving out tutorials, but the things that he was using weren't the Final Cut Pro like standard, like transitions and standard like color grade tools. In this website, they develop probably the best Final Cut Pro transitions and or color grades, and also like video tracking devices that I've seen on the internet. The name of the website is Motion VFX, V as in violin, F as in Frank, X as in xylophone, VFX.com. And the website is super responsive itself, but they integrated this like basically like the Creative Cloud storage, where you download their installer, and the application itself downloads to your computer, and you can search for whatever plugin you need. And the plugins are super extensive, but not that expensive. They have multiple different logo transition, play-ins, where you put in the logo for the company, and they give you different ways that the logo can play into the video, introduce itself into the video, different like scene transitions, like swipes, blurred zooms. There are a lot of things. And then there's one thing that I'm really seriously looking into was the video tracking system. So like in Snapchat, whenever we use the stickers today to actually track on the face, there's actually a tool that they've created. I'm not sure if it's just what they've done, but they built it into their plugin to where you can place somewhere where you're going to have this this tracker. Like, for example, have you seen in videos whenever they have like those iMessage bubbles that pop up and it follows where the phone goes in the video? Mm-hmm. Well, usually you would have to do that tracking like manually, like adding keyframes and creating it. Well, in this version of Final Cut Pro X, these guys have actually created plugins that will track the phone, play it and track it, and see wherever it needs to go, wherever your hand, or whatever the marker is that you placed in the movie. It's crazy. And like I said,
yes,
the plugins, they are not that expensive, and they come with a lot of different things inside that one particular plugin. They start at $59.
Yep.
Dude, I'm looking at one. Yeah, we need to get this. I'm looking at one that it's a cap call out. So it's just like those little things that pop up in your thing. It's like, oh, there's an eyeball, and it's just so freaking cool. Yeah, and it just kind of follows you around a little bit. And this one in particular is very cool because it's almost kind of like our branding. Like, it uses a lot of squares and rectangles, and dude, that's gonna look so sick in our videos.
Wow.
I've spent probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours just looking through the different things that they have there. I know that there are going to be multiple different tools that actually get purchased from this site. And I tried out I downloaded a lot of the demos just to play around with, and they're sweet. Except for the fact that they have this big random like watermark that says demo on it.
That kind of sucks. But I guess you get to know how they look
Mm-hmm.
in their videos and stuff, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I think we'll definitely go back to this website and check some stuff out. All right, so number 7, it's a new feature for Slack. So technically you were able to, before this came out, you were able to call people on Slack and just have a regular voice conversation. But now you actually have the ability to just do a face-to-face, a quick face-to-face with someone, which is pretty cool. We haven't tested it, and I think we will after this show, just to see how it is. But yeah, all you have to do is just, whenever you're on the channel, just click on the little phone, and it'll pop up. It'll give you the option to do a quick video call with that person, which is pretty cool.
Do we have that option? Because I didn't know if you needed to be, because where we're at on the Slack membership, we're kind of more of the lower end, so I don't know if it was open to us right now or not.
It says anyone on your Slack team can call another person directly, and if you're on one of our Slack paid plans, your team can make a group video call with up to 15 people.
Wow. So you just kind of hover. Is it like an update that needs to happen though first, or?
Well, I mean, I update my stuff regularly, so I have it. I don't know if your Slack is the newest version, but it should be there.
Yeah, I have it. I think we didn't play with it, but I definitely saw it come in. The last time I opened up Slack, it popped up with a notification bubble telling me that I had.
Yeah, Slack gives you that little red present at the very top right corner, and you click on that, and they'll give you like announcements, things like that. Yeah, and it was there like 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah. So, and then you said you just need to click on so I click on Christian right now.
Well, don't do it now because we're using the camera.
Right, I know, but I'm just saying. Then you just click call, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know we're using that. I was just saying. It's cool.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right. So what do you have?
All right. So my next one is called conversational interface. So you build conversational forms with easy to design assets. So really, this is just kind of a fun thing to have, kind of a branding thing. So you can check out the site, and we can use this to design a cool interface with messaging. So once we have more people on like instant message on our websites or something like that, it will make more sense. But you'll see down at the bottom, it says like what's included. Like you'll have bubble styles, you'll have color palettes, you'll have different widgets, mobile messaging interfaces, Google fonts. So you can basically customize your chat to, to be more interactive, cooler. Just depends on what you want to do with your company. But I thought it was pretty cool to, and just instead of having the boring blue and gray dot, you actually have something that's, could be a little bit more appealing to people.
Oh, these are just, okay. This is not for actually building it. These are just kind of resources.
Yes. Yes.
Like
yeah, you would need something like intercom or something else like that.
Gotcha.
That is sweet.
Not that cool though.
All right. All right. So it's my turn again. And I'm going to talk more this time about gear itself. As the people that are watching this know, I'm the video guy here, and sometimes you will not have your camera with you. And I know, well, no, I'm the exception in this rule because I always have my camera with me. But these are becoming like everyone's favorite camera to use whenever it comes to recording on the fly video. Now, what I'm saying is that I guess you say I'm trying to get to recording video on your phone. Sometimes it can be really, really shaky. And the only way that you can actually record a really smooth video is if you have a stabilizer or a gimbal, as they call it. Now, there are multiple gimbals out there that give you the weighted gimbal where it actually will stabilize it based off of how you hold your hand, but not based off of like a point of what you have like set for the camera to follow. So there is DJI makes one. DJI makes one. GoPro actually just came out with one when they came out with their drone, but those are actual cameras, not a gimbal that will do it with your phone. Well, here's one on Kickstarter, guys. I found one. So this is an actual motorized video stabilizer that will stabilize the video that you're recording with a handheld gimbal that keeps your phone balanced and it stops it from shaking when you're recording. So you can go to recording your skateboard videos or running videos. Aaron, if you had this, you could run and hold it out, and as your arm bounces, the video will look like you're just running smooth. It would be the perfect thing for like on the fly videos like that. I love it. They have over they have over 1,500 backers. They only needed $30,000 to actually reach their goal was 30,000. They've already had $325,000 pledged, and they still have 25 days to go.
Dang.
Yeah, this is something that we need to invest on. It's a gimbal or a stabilizer or something.
Well,
like that.
This kind of goes along with this, but we were also talking about that since we're talking about cameras. That 360 camera, I think that's important.
No,
No?
that's more gimmicky than anything. I feel like this would be more practical for us. Like if you think about, okay, if Franklin's doing some B-rolls, yeah, that's gonna help. I mean, that gimbal is gonna help out a lot, and how that video is gonna look. I mean, 360 is.
But we're not gonna bring a freaking iPhone to like record a professional video. He needs to have an actual.
There's gimbals for DSLRs.
Yeah, but there's already something out there like that. Like there's already stabilizer for professional. This is just, I think this is just for like more personal use and stuff around the office, not for professional videos that we're gonna.
I understand. All I said was that we needed to invest in some gimbals and some stabilizers so we can get some pretty dope video footage.
Right.
And that's more important than just some gimmicky 360 video.
I don't think a 360 video is gimmicky. I think that's like nobody's doing it.
Yeah, because it's expensive and it's just, I don't know.
It was like $200. I don't think it was that expensive.
Right, but like Franklin said, maybe we should need to spend some time on some new microphones and upgrade our system instead of just doing something gimmicky like a 360 video. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Y'all are special. But
agree to disagree.
But the smartphone stabilizer will give us the ability to do on the fly stabilized videos that we can edit and upload in real time.
Yep.
Also, it will help whenever it comes to like recording our if we do like live streams with Instagram, or we're doing a live stream with Facebook or something like that at a community event or something like that. It will help us keep the hand steady, and it will make the video look really professionally filmed in the live stream. That's more or less one of my things, but because I very rarely will ever add like iPhone video footage into any of the videos that we put up. It can be done. It can be done because there have been like scenes in full feature films that have actually been featured in films that were recorded with phones. So, but that's a topic for a whole other day.
It sure is. It sure is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please. My last one, number 10. Basically, I put in here Snapchat groups, but to be honest, there's just two more things that I want to talk about, because Snapchat just did a pretty big update, and they were giving us the ability to do groups within Snapchat, and that's something that a lot of people have requested in a very long time. That's something that we kind of had access to because we had the hacked version of Snapchat, and we're able to do that there. But Snapchat is finally bringing groups to their actual platform. and you're able to just click on several people. So for example, if we wanted to have a BitBranding group, then we could, and then I just click on that and it automatically sends to you and any of our other hires, which is pretty cool. So they brought groups. They also have something that's called the creative tools. So they have scissors and paintbrush. Scissors is just awesome. You need to follow, I think Aaron, did you post it on your story?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so follow Aaron at Pearson.
Aaron J.
Aaron J. Something, I don't know. It's very complicated. But follow him on Snapchat and check out his video. So basically with the scissors, you can take a picture, and after you take a picture, you just trace around the image that you want to basically cut out or make a sticker out of. And these stickers will automatically be saved on your library right there on Snapchat. So you can use these stickers anywhere, which is pretty cool. And the very last thing on that update was the paintbrush. And the paintbrush, the only thing that you can do with that is you can use it for your memories. So now instead of just posting the memories, which are the pictures that you've taken previously, now you can actually do some doodling on those images as well, which is pretty cool. So I mean, it's a pretty big update for Snapchat. And
yeah,
you guys didn't know anything about it, but
yeah, we were busy working while he was out playing. But no, I think it is. It's huge because I've been testing myself. I don't know what the heck Franklin's doing. Sorry, guys. He doesn't know what he's doing either. But anyway, I've been testing Instagram versus Snapchat. At first, as far as like the attention, I felt like Instagram, you already have an audience, so it was going well. And I still am a believer that Instagram's great for business and Snapchat's more personal branding. But my Snapchat is continually getting more engagement on my stories than Instagram. And I feel like Snapchat's always, I mean, they're a fun, fast, innovative tech company. So Instagram is really not anywhere close to coming up with Snapchat as far as like filters and all of that stuff. And this just takes it up another level that Snapchat's like, you haven't even seen what's up our sleeves yet. So they always take it up to the next level. So I love competition, and this is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how far they're gonna push each other. Like I think originally whenever Instagram came out with stories, you and I had talked about where we thought it was gonna go and which platform you were gonna stick to. And I haven't used Instagram stories the way that I thought I was going to use it. I definitely have like a significantly larger following on Instagram on one of my accounts than I do on my Snapchat story. And I honestly can't figure out the best way to do a Instagram story whenever I'm getting like a ton of engagement on my Snapchat story, even whenever I haven't snapped in a month and a half. I'm still getting more people checking it out than I am on Instagram. So yeah, let's see where this goes. Especially now that Instagram is throwing in the live feature.
Yes.
Or was it somebody to talk about that? Somebody was going to talk about that. Sorry.
It's okay. We can use it later. All right. So number 11 is VR resources. This is specifically for Facebook in VR. It's pretty cool. We live in the Dallas Metroplex, so even I think like 2 or 3 months ago, I was at Facebook and they were having people get in line to test users, get their feedback on VR for Facebook. And this website just kind of goes in there like VR prototypes, the templates. You can kind of see some examples, some mock-ups. You can find out more about what's going on. But, Facebook hasn't really completely showed their hand with what they're planning on doing with this. But they know VR is the future. And this is kind of like tools and resources for those who are really trying to stay on the bleeding edge of like what's coming down. Maybe in the next year or two that, maybe this year even, Facebook will drop something like this for VR. So really cool.
They actually had VR testing in Stonebriar.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
I like that. The line was too long for me to actually try it, but I think they're still there right now.
Are they really? Wow, that's been like 2 or 3 months then.
Right, I think. Yeah, I think they're still there. Okay, so okay, so I'm always stuck on emails. I don't know why. I'm attracted to email, and I got this firsthand. Not because I have this email service, but because my sister does. Yesterday, if you don't know, Yahoo email was hacked. Over 1 billion email accounts were hacked yesterday through Yahoo. The only good thing that came from it was that there were no, I guess you can say, no like birthdays or any personal information actually stolen by the unauthorized third party, but definitely got hacked and their email systems were down for a couple of hours. I believe they're up right now, but definitely something that happened yesterday that affected a whole bunch of people's like day and so workflow. And I brought it up because if you are one of those people that have a Yahoo account and you think that you are safe, I would still suggest going ahead and changing your email password and making sure that none of your personal information is actually stored on that email account, and basically start over whenever it comes to like accessing that account. I believe I didn't read the full article about I found one article that said that they had found out who actually hacked into the accounts. But I didn't actually read that one. I wanted to make sure that I knew exactly how many emails were actually stolen and hacked into, and actually tell you guys about that. But I think they did find who had taken care of like actually hacking into it. But I'm not really sure who did that. But change your passwords and start fresh with securing your accounts.
I mean,
if you are you.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, that's been twice in like the last 2 years, maybe 3 years that Yahoo's been hacked. So if you're still using Yahoo, we feel bad for you.
It's time to switch, man.
Right.
For sure.
Word of the wise. Cool.
Yep. All right, so that does it for our show today. Yeah, that was some pretty good stuff. Again, my name is Christian.
My name is Aaron, but I did not know if we wanted to mention, Franklin kind of mentioned it quickly, 30 seconds that Instagram Live is available this week for everybody.
Yes. Do some living.
Yeah. So that's all we'll say.
Do some live streams. And again, my name is Franklin. And I think that ends the show, right?
Yeah, that does it. So yeah, Breaking 10 episode 113, 10 new tech products and services this week. We'll see you next week.